As you may know, the Fairy Tale magazine is having a contest, and there's a countdown. This is the 30th. It's already July 30th. It's amazing. July 31st is the last day. It's tomorrow. So, in honor of that, I am going to be reading my poem. It was nominated for a Rising. It's on Robin Hood. Now, if you are entering, I would suggest one section, sort of like it, not like all of it. Mine is much larger, much longer than is usually put ever into the magazine. But I loved it, so I decided to take a risk and send it in, and it worked. Now, may the odds be in your favor, but you never know, right? But I would take a section perhaps, but I plan to have some fun, and I'm gonna put this up on the screen so that you can see the spelling changes. It, goes through time, with the spelling changes. So Loxley becomes a different form of Loxley, and you still pronounce it usually the same, but it's spelled differently. So I can't put that just in my audio of it. So this is, of course, Robin Hood's Larder's Torn Roots. And Robin Hood's Larder is actually a tree. There's been some questioning. Um, but it's a tree, and it was a tree, I should say, perhaps. It was taken away in a storm. So here it is. Robin Hood's Larder's Torn Roots. 1. In 1961, mended Robin of Locksley, Robin Hood's larder bared secrets away. Hollow cavern sheltered legend, revealed blush history only once in harsh storm. Edwin still holds fast Robin's love. Maid Marian's bower slumbers beneath sacred loam. Legend echoes story, echoes legend. 1266, before 1510, before 1840. Love crooned centuries on tongue, carried on parchment and wind. 2. Sly, he tucks pink rose behind ear. My eyes are his as he plucks petals, dear to his forest. Repurposed magenta blossoms snow over me. Find my collar, cast, spill onto worn, torn rock, moss and lichen battling slate. My eyes mute his arrows. My winding hair combats Nottingham's appeal. Robin Hood could plunder, could steal, could learn to love, learn that he was magic now, lore more than man. He winks, tells me he's deflowered. I've been deflowered with grin, boyish battle right, words echoing against breast, belly. This is not who I am. He knows my mind, whispers, Marian, this is who you are to be. Love me not, sighs with each petal that falls. 3. I lie beneath Craigleth sandstone, maiden, not Marian, love, not loved. Still clover dances, sunlight adventure. You in hand, evergreen wafts tickle nostrils. I could be shaft not to bowstring, wet fingers fanning flax into fury. And my love is my love is my love, if you would let me fly. 4. I pick you, not too crooked or knobbed. Robin had done this. I can too. I'm no outlaw, no outcast. Rub sinew on shaft, feathers to fletching. Find silver point, right there under that arch. Robin's hand outstretched, ready to propel him, a warm hand. We both fell laughing, muddied with branches and mirth. Forgetful moment of starving poor. Now muddied, I knew that there was life before this moment, and life after this moment. And in haze and muck, I found who was real, who was false. The sheriff always foe. Now, my king, Outlawed by love, I abandoned my station, but Robin helped me back onto the bridge, giggling ignoble, knowing muscle and grace. I took oath, double life, fashioned arrows instead of embroidering handkerchiefs and wasting time. 5. The sheriff's captive, knowing my hands splintered, torn by love, not noble blood. Robin strode toward me, fearing no danger, not the men that carried tortures, armored ones with long swords. The Robin of Locksley walked, stomped, veered into the direction of the sheriff. Sheriff leapt backwards to flee. Robin Hood was not here. No one would be giving to the poor. Locksley was here for me. I was here because of him. My arrows, my letters to the king, my wisdom, not granted to me by Nottingham Palace. Love was the worst of all. One of Robin's arrows had long ago pierced me. 6. The forest holds secrets. The silver arrow disintegrated strings. Trees that watched men sing, dance, carry on freedom. The man that loved too much. The man that gave too much. Tree that gave away its secrets. The storm that carried away history, bound it to legend, whispers its sweet songs to me. Thank you. And I do have to give a note, of course. So David Crook, he did the Robin Hood legend and reality, and Boyd Hill and Brewer, the Kindle edition. And I of course have links to Robin Hood's Larder, 1880. There's a picture, Edinburgh's geological sites, and sort of all my little links. And the names and spellings are as foothills are written down over the centuries. I made sure to include they were purposeful. So if you have purposeful stuff that you know that I'm not gonna catch or the prose editors are not gonna catch, give us a note. There's nothing wrong with putting a little like asterisk and saying, hey, this is from, or having a link so we know, especially if it's a fairy tale that is not as common. I mean, like still within our realm, but maybe not as common, or a version that's not as common. So many variations. All right. Well, thank you. Take care. As always, be well. And until next time, Kim Malinowski. Take care.